Ay, ay, ay is right. Um, I am wearing a sombrero because look at this thing. This is my mom's sombrero, and she got it in the 80s. Her son gave it to her, and it's pretty old, and it's also pretty heavy. Don't know if you ever wore a regular sombrero. So, hi friends, welcome back. I am working on another fundraiser, and it's for college school this time. So, we have a different group of people coming out, and we decided to go with the Cinco de Mayo theme. So we're going to have that coming up, and also at the farm this weekend, we have a wedding, we have a birthday party, and still delivering meals. I have one more week next week, and then I am done, so I will be around the farm more. So I'm going to take off this sombrero because I can't imagine walking around in this. You can really feel it weighing your head down. Uh, like if you have a bad neck, I don't know how you would wear a sombrero. And it's probably made for decoration. I don't know. The top's really hard too. You could take a look at that. Got the horseshoes on there. It's pretty fancy. My mom has it just kind of packed up because it is so old now. But I thought I'd get it out to show you guys. I don't think I'll be taking this because it is so old. It says Mariachi, made in Mexico inside. So I'm going to get dressed, head out to the farm. We're just working on cleaning up right now to get ready for the wedding. It's supposed to pour tomorrow, so I don't know what we're going to do about this wedding. I just hope if it rains that the ground absorbs the rain and all will be well for the wedding. So I'm going to get changed, put on some work clothes, and head outside. Friends, I'm going to show you what I did. I know Anita put up the tomato video with Jess, and you didn't see me. I don't know if you were wondering, like, where's Nancy at? Colleen had a bad few days. So with us not having markets and not being real busy, I stayed inside with her. When she gets sick, she has issues, like her ketones go low and she could, start having seizures. We don't really know what was going on, but it's done, and Miss Colleen will be fine forever now. So we hope, but let's hope that. I'm showing you my kitchen ceiling. You're probably like, what am I looking at? I got some old things up here. And then, I don't know if I ever told you, but my mom was a cake decorator. So here, I hung up an old cake pan. It's like really heavy. And some of her cake things that she used. And this is kind of like over my mom's chair. And here's some more pans. Anita and I grew up, Mom was always baking. And thought, put some of my mom in here and stuff that she used to like to do. The arthritis is pretty bad in her hands, so she can bake, but, we're talking like the old school wedding cakes that my mom used to make, like all the decorating and the flowers, and so she no longer does that, but I just want to show you and see what you guys think of this. This is kind of not really old, but an old scoop, but this is sugar, this is spice. And then I have an empty hook. I was going to put an arrow down because then there's my seed. I sit right there, and it's like sugar, spice, everything nice. But I didn't do an arrow. Like, that's a little weird, but they know that's my spot. I sound like Sheldon from Big Bang. So that is my kitchen, and honestly, like, that's probably all we're going to get because once we get busy with the farm, then we're just too busy. Like, I dust in the middle of the night, and I vacuum in the morning while Kyle gets ready for school because once you get farming, there's no time for anything. So I'm going to head out now. I put on some work clothes. This morning I already had different work clothes on. The temperature was 51 degrees this morning. So we've been closing the greenhouse down at night. Of course, the one up here that you saw, there is no heater, but that's fine. I mean, it's within the plastic. The temperatures are okay. But the wind is just crazy. It seems like March winds. It's May, but it seems like March winds. And what it does is dry everything out. So yesterday, like, things were really getting dried out, and the temperatures were dropping, so of course you don't want to water flowering plants and stuff like that when your temperatures are dropping. And I watered this morning, so I'm going to go back out, probably have to water everything again. And Jess was here this morning. She watered once, and the sun popped out, so that also makes everything dry out as well. And before I know it, I'll have to pick up Colleen, and she has therapy, and I got a lot of stuff to do for the benefit. Just little things. you know, and get ready for this wedding. So we got a lot to do. But let me show you one of our projects we're working on outside. One thing we did, don't know if you remember, there was a goat pen here, but that pen is now gone. This is the pen that we had the goats in when they were small. My Jess had put it up, and she was working with her goats over here, but we no longer need it over here. We're just keeping all the goats in the other area by the stand. So we got rid of this pen, and Colleen, you know, of course the grass got a little high in there. She was really doing well with cutting the grass. It was a trip. She push mows. And the way the push mowers are made nowadays, if she lets go, it's going to shut off. So it gives her something that she can do, and she really enjoys it. So she push mowed a lot of that area, and she did a really good job at it. This area behind our stand needs help. It's kind of been the area that stuff gets thrown into, and it also houses our trash cans. So, you know, the trash is there, and then anytime we have old boards or something, they get piled there. And this is my job. I have to clean this up today because part of the wedding they're going to see it. So it's nothing like being forced into cleaning it up, but it really needs to be done. And these are the blueberry bushes, really huge blueberry bushes behind us. They still produce, but we left them there because my house is right there, and it kind of is a privacy, like a fence of blueberry bushes, because then people can't see the house, and then when they're here, they don't feel like, hey, I'm in someone's backyard. You know, if you go that way, it's all farm. So that's why we have such big blueberry bushes here, in case you're ever wondering. But they still, well, the cold kind of got to them yesterday, but they still produce, and we still pick plenty of blueberries here, and I kind of like it because you don't have to bend over so much. But this area needs help. If you look here, we have, you know, store ladders here, old weeds are here. Mike ended up moving this, if you remember from our Christmas thing, and that's where I'm going to hide. This terrible looking mess is going to be behind here. And that should be all you see. So I'm going to do this right now. I brought out my hoodie, but I don't even need it because I'm going to work really hard, and I'm going to get hot, and it's sun's out, so I'm good. So let's get to work cleaning this mess up. I don't know if you saw if they had recorded anything, but Jess sheared the sheep. And if you remember, these sheep were not easy to catch, so this is their wool, and we'll definitely get a video if they didn't record her. But look how dirty it is. So I'm going to put this in something else. It's not like you could do anything with this because it is so dirty. But once we keep up with it, just like your dog, you know, if you keep up with grooming your dog, it will eventually be nice, and we might be able to do something with it. But for now, we just have to dispose of it. This area behind this corner fence here is also where we're holding all of our fire rings. So I have 2 more rings to put in here, and then I'm going to get working on this area again, get it cleaned up, and get this grass mowed around here. So friends, you need to let me know, do you have an area like this in your yard that's hidden that you know, oh, I could just put that in there till later, and then it gets, you know, like this. But it don't take long. We're just going to take some time and clean it up. So I'm just working on pulling weeds here, and I'm trying to remember, like, this looks a little funny to me. I think it's leaves of 3, let it be. Leaves of 5, let them thrive. But I don't get poison, but I do. I get like a poison oak or something. Look, I found some glow stuff, some trash. In the comments, write down, what is it supposed to be? Leaves of 3, let them be. Stay away from leaves of 3. Leaves of 5, let them thrive. Am I saying that wrong? I don't know. So I'm just getting on cleaning this up. This is not going to be a spectacular, beautiful sight. It's going to, when we're done here, it's not going to be like I'm not planting grass or anything. It's just going to be an area that we walk through to get to the animals and to where everyone is at the farm. So I'm just going to finish this up, and then I have a lot more to do. So let me get back to work. Well, friends, we are back. I ended up working outside. I got that area cleaned up, then I had to go get Kyle, and then we went right from Colleen to inside with therapy. And since I have the opportunity where we're not super busy at the farm, that's what I do. and it was much needed today. Our behavioral therapist is here, and we went over several things, and then we went to the hall, and this type of hall, this event that we're having, we have to decorate for. So we put the table covers on, and we did all that tonight. And Anita went, Charlie, Joey, and a friend from school met me. Joanne, you guys met her at Irish for a Cure because she came here that day to help us out do some things that day. So, oh, and we also, these hats are hysterical. They're just little hats that we got for the tables, and they were crazy to put together. So this one, like, didn't even make it over there because we were all putting them together here, and we all gave up and left this one. So one left behind. Well, that's it for today's video, and wish us luck over the weekend. We'll get some videos up because Cinco de Mayo, the wedding, the birthday, and we have other stuff going on too, but you know, that's us. We can handle it. We're a little crazy like that. So thanks for watching, friends. Leave some comments below, and have a good day. Bye, friends.